We are a family of 5 working on paying down $200,000 in debt, starting off with our $25,000 in credit cards. Today, we're going to be going over me and my husband's net worth. Hey y'all, I'm La, and welcome to Watchin. On this channel, I'm documenting my family's real life journey to becoming debt free. We are in debt. Debt is only one side of the story. So today, I'm going to walk you guys through our full net worth. So before we jump in, let's break down what net worth actually means. It's everything you own, assets, like cash, retirement accounts, your car, minus everything you owe, like credit cards, student loans, and car loans. Assets minus liabilities. Simple math, but big impact. So why does your net worth even matter? It's not just some fancy finance term. It's a snapshot of your financial health. You can have a 6-figure income, but if you're spending more than you save, your net worth might still be negative. Spoiler alert, mine might just be. So let's get started with our net worth. To start off with our assets, in our checking account, we currently have $2,269.29. Thank God for payday. In our savings, which I do happen to know right off the bat, we have $1,400 saved in our high yield savings account. I have our money saved in Marcus by Goldman Sachs. So if you guys are looking for a high yield savings account, I will put the link below. Okay, so now that we have added our cash, let's add what we have in personal property. So to start, we do own a home, which we have a mortgage on, but we purchased our house 2 years ago for the purchase price of $329,000, which is what I will value our house at. As far as vehicles, I have an Audi e-tron, a 2019 Audi e-tron that has over 70,000 miles on it, and per like KBB and CarMax, Carvana, the value that I can get from my car is somewhere between $18,000 and $23,000. That is like a $5,000 range. It is electric, so it has depreciated quite a bit. So I would conservatively say that if I was to go take my car back to a dealership and try to trade it in, I could get about $21,000 for it. And then my husband does have a newer car. He has a Kia Sportage. It only has 1,800 miles on it, and per what I looked up, he can probably get around $31,000 for it. So that puts us at a total of $52,000 in vehicles. We do not own any rental properties, but I cannot wait till the day that I come back on my channel and say that we do own a rental property, because I've always wanted to be a landlord. As far as collectibles, what I'm going to include in this category is valuable jewelry like our wedding bands and my husband's camera that I sometimes film with, and also that he uses for photography. So I would conservatively say that we can receive about $5,000 for those 3 items. And then other items, I'm only going to include things such as furniture and appliances that I have in my home that I think are worth value that I could sell in case I need to liquidate all of my assets. I would conservatively say those items are worth about $5,000. Okay, moving on to investments. I do have an employer-sponsored 401k. In that 401k, I have a vested balance of $3,171.20. I do also have an account that my company invests 4% of my income in, and that total balance in that account is $12,235, but it only holds a vested balance of $2,447.09. And the vesting period with my company is 5 years. I do not, and my husband does not hold a Roth IRA currently. And we also do not have any crypto. We do have an HSA, but we just opened it with my husband's employer, so we don't have any money in it. And my husband does have an employee stock plan with his company, so he has stock in the company that he works for. And the total of that is $1,500, 63.66 cents. Okay, now let's take a look at our liabilities. So to start off with, the remaining balance on our mortgage is $316,968.23. For our car loan, since I did just film my debt confession 2 days ago, I'm going to use the numbers that's on my debt tracker. And if you have not tuned into that video, go ahead and make sure you watch it after you finish this one. But the total in car loans that we have is $40,000 even for my Audi, and $33,811 for my husband's car. So as you can go ahead and see, that balance on the cars is much higher than what the cars are worth. So about $21,000 more than what the cars are worth. So that adds to the negativeness, not a word, but the negativeness of our net worth. And I do have a ton of student loans. My total for my student loans by myself is $87,616.64, and then my husband has $5,952 worth of student loans. So adding to the negativeness, our total student loan balance is $93,568.64. We do have a personal loan, which is $7,472. And then I have to add up the credit card balances. Give me 1 second. So the total credit cards is $26,570.35. So let's go ahead and add up all of our liabilities. Our total liabilities is $518,390.22. A lot larger than our total assets. Okay, so let's figure out what this net worth is. So you take your total assets, which is for us $401,876.24, subtract $518,390.22, and we get a net worth of negative $116,513.98. So, you know, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. We're just saying a lie. But I think what would be a great goal for the next 6 months to, at the end of the year, have a net worth that is below negative $100,000. So that means we need to pay off about $16,000 worth of debt, or pay off some debt and increase our 401k, because although we are in debt, I do not believe in not investing into a 401k. So I think what would be a great goal is to be under negative $100,000, and I definitely think that is achievable. So have calculated your net worth, drop in the comments what your net worth is and where you like your net worth to be by the end of the year. And before you go, make sure you hit the subscribe button, give me a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys next time.